All that spirit you stole for yourself, those souls, that life energy, I've simply liberated it for spirit fission. It tears apart things that were combined through fusion or absorption. I've never actually seen it used before.
You mean this is the life energy of those he's killed?
Yes, I could even extract those other Namekians you combined with ages ago. Care to try?
What is up, Dragon Ball fans? You guys are in for a treat because Dragon Ball Super has literally just given us the framework to Vegeta's new transformation in the Dragon Ball Super manga. And honestly, I'm surprised I didn't see this earlier, because after making this video yesterday talking about why Vegeta attacked Gohan, Beast Gohan at that, in perfected Super Saiyan Blue, after delving into that subject, it started piecing itself together. All the clues of Vegeta and what he will become in the next arc, they're all right there. And trust me, just on technique and Hack's abilities alone, let alone his power level, Vegeta is about to become the strongest, at least the one that we have the most insight on how he will become the strongest in the Dragon Ball Super manga. So cry Vegeta fanboy all you want in the comment section below, but I'm telling you, if you stick around and see exactly what I'm talking about, you'll see all the clues yourself. You'll see exactly the direction I'm going towards. And if you already know, let me know in the comment section below, man. Watch the entire video, see if you got it right. And as always, huge shout out to my loyal supporters. You guys are freaking awesome. I cannot understate how important you guys are to me. Let's jump in. So I'm just gonna jump straight into the moment that really explains the direction that Vegeta is going and why he is going in this direction. You were about to go nuts again, weren't you? Like I keep saying, you gotta keep that side of you in check. Sorry, I couldn't help it. Any words of wisdom, Vegeta? You wanna help out? You'll get rusty sitting there forever. Silence! Don't disturb me. Training through meditation? You of all people? That's new. Just a sidebar, I love the fact that this was changed from the Dragon Ball Super movie where Goku seems not to know what Vegeta's doing even though Goku has meditated his entire life. In this, Toyotaro does us straight. He definitely builds up Goku as a strong martial artist and he knows what Vegeta is doing, so kudos to him. Jiren, Broly, Moro, Gas, and now even Frieza. I was shown to be inferior to all these foes of ours in recent years. What did they have that I lack? It just means you gotta train your body more, right? Incorrect. Our physical bodies have long since been honed to their limits. In that respect, our training already made us on par with those opponents. Wait, really? The key difference lies in how we wield our power. There's still too much excess, too much wasted energy when we fight. To command 100% of our power, we must force our bodies and spirits to relax outside of the movements when we attack. Relax? Attacking in a relaxed state keeps the enemies from reading one's moves. Doing so allows for instantaneous explosive power and will also preserve our stamina. Our foes are capable of that. I'm not. So this phase of my training must take place in my own mind. Fabulous, Vegeta, I must say, to reach such a conclusion on your own. Focusing solely on oafishly beefing up one's muscles does not amount to proper training on its own. Hey, easier said than done. Your eureka moment is yet to come, Goku. So this tells us everything that we need to know about where Vegeta's mind is at and why he wants to do what he's doing. This excess of ki from these transformations is making it so he isn't fighting on par with the rest of the villains who have control over their excess ki. Now Vegeta did literally say right here that they are physically as strong as Jiren, Broly, Moro, Gas, and even Frieza. Physically, they are already there. It's their spirit, their ki, their power that they all use differently, and he is saying here that all these combatants, they use theirs better. They don't release too much of it. They don't let it leave their body without, using that power. And I would say that Jiren, Frieza, and even Gas, all three are trained warriors. Frieza is recently trained, but you've seen how much of a prodigy he is, so there is the explanation as to why he defeated Goku and Vegeta. Because of this, he doesn't waste any ki. Jiren, I would say, is the exact same thing, and Gas, I would say, is the exact same thing. Both of these are warriors. Gas has been living with that extra form for his entire life. He comes from a warrior race as well, and at the exact same time, he was wished to be the strongest. So that gave him even more power to deal with. While Broly and Moro are controlling their ki in different aspects, where Broly is not really controlling his ki, but he's got so much of it that he doesn't really see the waste of it. He can waste as much as he wants because there's always more, and Moro was absorbing everybody's ki, so he always had a fresh supply. It didn't matter if you wasted any. This leads back to yesterday's video where I told you that this was the reason that Vegeta attacked Beast Gohan in the Super Saiyan Blue Perfected transformation, because that transformation has a lot of control over its ki. It's 100% Super Saiyan Blue ki inside the body, and so he wanted to use that against Beast Gohan, who's using a different type of Super Saiyan transformation that does have an abundance of ki, just like Broly. But Vegeta is more focused on controlling ki. Why is that? Well, go back to the Vegeta versus Broly fight and you'll see something that I've explained to you guys before, and that is that in this fight, Vegeta seems to be passively using Ultra Ego, where he can be very, very durable, and he is very, very resistant to taking damage, and he lets the damage that he takes give him more strength. So physically, he is even stronger, more durable than Goku is, because Goku is dodging while Vegeta is taking every impact. So this is something that is heavily on Vegeta's mind, and this is the reason he is working toward that ki control, because he needs it for Ultra Ego. Vegeta literally says in the Ultra Ego introduction, the thing is, the hotter my battle soul burns, the stronger I grow. So the more damage he takes, the stronger that he gets. But here is the issue that I see with the Ultra Ego transformation, and why I believe that this is the reason that Vegeta ended up taking too much damage, and basically this transformation backfired. And it's got to do with the principle of ki control. Vegeta doesn't have it here. If you look at every single attack that Vegeta's doing, about every single one, and him just standing there sometimes, he is basically powered up the same way we see the aura around everyone's bodies, but that means that all that Ultra Ego ki is just leaving his body. And he's taking so much damage from Granola in this fight, to the point where Granola really kind of gets the upper hand here. He's taking so much damage from it, and he's just wasting the ki that is building up in his reserves from getting that damage, because it's just coming out of his body. So there's too much excess of that ki, and that is why he had that timer and he had that limit of how much damage he could take, because he wasn't using that ki effectively. If he would have kept 100% of that ki inside his body and was able to regulate it and control it, I would say that he would have beat Granola, because he would have been using that ki more effective and that strength more effective than letting him just leave his body as he's attacking and powering up and all that. So I do think after Vegeta went to Yardrat and learned Spirit Fission, which is the technique to basically control other people's energy, or at least control anybody who's been absorbed or has fused together, and just kind of control their ki through that, or just separate them physically. He has the ability now to do that with other people, and that is where the basis is going to be coming from, where he can do that for himself. And that's, I think, the direction they're going with Vegeta. He's going to have a great control over his own ki, making him fight at 100% with no wasted energy the entire time, meaning that he is trying to buff up Ultra Ego using that principle that he had in Perfected Blue. I wouldn't be surprised if he used the Perfected Super Saiyan Blue principle with the Spirit Fission in Ultra Ego to create a new transformation, a stronger, more perfected Ultra Ego that he can use more productively in his battles, and he will not be losing when he uses this transformation. So I really do think that that is the future of Vegeta, and that is where we're going, where he's taking all these principles to heart to control his ki on the inside, to get to that level of Jiren, to get to that level of Gas, to get to that level of, yes, even Frieza, who he says here That's the reason he is able to be as powerful as he is, because he doesn't waste any of his ki, which honestly we could just tell from Frieza fighting, where Frieza doesn't linger in Black Frieza too long. He kind of just snaps in and out of it whenever he attacks. At least that's what we saw. But let me know what you guys think, because I think that this is the future of Vegeta. I think this is the direction he's going, and he's definitely going to be one of the most powerful opponents in Dragon Ball going forward, especially with the hacks ability of Spirit Fission.
Subscribe for more content. Or perish.